what was that Sunday night like, first of all, and then since then it's like, okay, we're going to get prepared, but you're getting prepared for a team you've already prepared for. So it's been kind of an interesting week, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, and considering that we got kicked out of the ACC on Tuesday, so it was a really long week for us. So probably the longest that we've had to wait, and just watching all the other games, because we did need some help this year because of our late season performances. So definitely relieved, but really excited. This group deserves it. Overall, we've had a great season, and we're incredibly prepared. So we're excited about that too.
You talked a lot at the beginning of the season about your schedule and the way that it was set up. It's set up that it was going to pay off at the end. It paid off, maybe not the way you thought it was going to pay off, but it did pay off.
Yeah, it's really interesting, right? Because I think overall, when you look at it at the end, it's probably where I thought we would be at in terms of a record, I guess. It just was a bit topsy-turvy, I think. Difference this year, though, even though we've had some losses late in the season, we're actually playing some of our best hockey. So we've improved a lot from the first game to the last game. We're just not able to execute in the circle, whether it be on corners, or in field play. But I know it's going to come because we're doing what we need to do, and hopefully on Friday the door will break open for us.
To be back in the tournament, just to have that opportunity, first of all, for the program, it means a whole lot. And like you said, for this team, they've really worked hard to get to this point. Just your thoughts on being in the field.
Yeah, as any field hockey fan knows, it's very difficult to even make the tournament when you only have 8 at-large spots, and 4 went to the Big Ten and 4 went to the ACC. So both of those conferences were pretty even this year, so it gave great opportunities, or more opportunities for the ACC this year compared to last year. So one, being in it is very special. And then 2, I think what's kind of neat is that our senior group is only the second class that's made the NCAA tournament 4 years. So 4 years for NCAA tournament. So that's really neat and special for that particular class. And then now it's let's go. We have this opportunity, and anyone can win on any given day, and I think this team's prepared.
Justine, you play a team that you played in Penn State. You're going to a place where you've been in Ann Arbor. Michigan's there also. I know you don't look ahead, but there's a lot of familiarity in this little pod.
Yeah, when we go up to Michigan too, it's not our preferred surface, to be perfectly honest, but we know it, and it is what it is. So, we've played there a lot in the last 2 or 3 years. And then Penn State, we've not had a lot of long history with them. We've only played them a couple of times in the last 4 years, I think. But we know what they do. They definitely have a couple of key players that they're brilliant. And so we really need to make sure that we are paying attention and we're on point for 60 minutes. If we're able to do that, then we've got a great shot of moving forward to maybe face Michigan or Albany.
How do you overcome the last couple of weeks of maybe not even out there playing, but mentally, I guess, is the first thing, isn't it?
Yeah, in terms of us not winning those games, yes. Yes, but we have so much video evidence that is showing our group how great we're playing. And so that's the good thing. I mean, psychologically, you could think that way, but we know better. We keep reminding them, and it is between the ears, but there's plenty of video evidence that shows us that we're playing some of our best hockey. And again, we've got to be able to execute in the circle, hopefully earn more penalty corners, and then we've got to execute that. So I have no concern about that. At this point, we have absolutely nothing to lose, though we're not expected to win against a team like Penn State. So I think that's a place where I'd rather be than a target on our backs.
With the corners, is it execution, and I guess is that just repetition now? You've had a week. I'm sure this last week you've been really kind of going over things like that repetitively. We
certainly, in the past or in the last month or so, it's people not doing the role that they're supposed to do. So we've really focused on what everybody's role is. So that's checked. So now we actually have to execute the fundamental elements of the corner, the insert, the trap, and the shot, and or the pass. And so, it's going to be on the day. You've got to be locked in because it's a closed skill. And if you want to survive and advance, you need to be able to execute that.
Last thing, and you kind of mentioned it, you don't have a lot of pressure on you. You don't have that target on your back, but you're where you want to be. You're in the field, and you have a chance to advance. It has to feel great for you as a coach and the leader of this program to be going there this weekend with that opportunity.
There's no question. Our goal every year is to be in the NCAA tournament. It's not easy to make it. We had a lot of pressure on us, and we were able to put ourselves in a position from our body of work to make the tournament, and nothing to lose, as I said, and it's just a fabulous opportunity to take this program another step forward.